What Russia's involvement means for the direction of Syria's war, nobody knows. But why now? That's something Colonel Abdul-Jabbar al-Akkadi, a senior officer in the Free Syrian Army, says he knows for sure.
Russian interference in Syria is a sign that Assad's army is collapsing. In 2013, Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah said, "We joined the war because the Free Syrian Army is getting close to Damascus." Then in 2014, Shia militias entered as Hezbollah couldn't protect the regime, and now all these groups couldn't protect the regime, so we have Russia.
He shows us some of the locations hit and says the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant has no presence here. He left Aleppo 10 days ago, where he is in charge of a brigade fighting the government. He travels in and out of Syria and has been actively engaged in this war from the very beginning.
Russia considers anyone fighting the regime as their enemy. They didn't come here to fight ISIL. They're bombing civilians and the Free Syrian Army, and even other groups who are receiving foreign support.
Russia says it has targeted ISIL, but many of its airstrikes have been in areas around the key province of Latakia, Bashar al-Assad's stronghold, and where Russia has its naval base. We speak to a spokesman for one of the groups fighting in Idlib, an area that has also been hit by Russia.
The people are scared. When the regime bombs, they can shelter underground, but the Russian bombs are stronger than those of the regime.
This war is now into its 5th year with no end in sight, not militarily nor politically. Colonel Akkadi, who has received some U.S. support with light weapons in the past, says Washington doesn't seem to know what to do.
America has no clear plan. It has let down the Syrian people. It's a very weak administration. They have left it all in Russia's hands. They didn't even support their partners on the ground, and even the group they trained, they left them to face their fate against their regime and Russia's bombs. There's been no reaction.
He says what keeps him and his men fighting is that they have a just cause, fighting for freedom, dignity, and the need to rebuild a free Syria for the next generation. But at this rate, the question is, what will Syria look like when that day comes? Stephanie Decker, Al Jazeera, on the Turkey-Syria border.